look at this a bit more often then.
Alright, so we are live now, according to what YouTube is telling me. So that's awesome. I'll just do a little intro spiel for anyone watching. We are live here at Watkins Glen in the 2019 Chevrolet stock cars. This is a rerun of last week's race from Server 2. We had a lot of technical difficulties. So we're currently just in the rerun phase. Currently practice 30 minutes to go. Then we'll get back into a qualifying, followed by an hour-long race session. But these guys are very well drilled on this track now. This is going to be the second time racing it. A lot of them will only have got a few laps before the disconnect anyway, but should be exciting. I'm joined tonight by a lovely co-commentator, Harm. Harm races for the Racing
Hello,
Engineers. Give us a rundown, Harm. What do you think about tonight's race? Blah blah blah. How did you go as well?
Yeah, so I raced in the first server last week. Went pretty well. I qualified second and ended up being fourth in the end. And I had a blast. I mean, this track and car combo is, I think, it couldn't be more perfect. There will be one stop in the middle for most guys because there is a mandatory pit stop with also a four tire change. That is mandatory, and yeah, if you nail it, then you can really win some time during the pit stop. So if you did correct fuel calculations, you can really get the most out of this race tonight.
That sounds awesome. Do you reckon we'll see many people splitting their strategies with regards to pitting early / late and just trying to keep things interesting?
I mean,
or is there a very?
I think we would see.
Sorry, is there a very defined
no, I mean,
strategy?
There is a bit of a different strategy you can take, but I think most of it revolves about when you take a break. So the amount of fuel is kind of set. If I recall correctly, no, I don't think I recall correctly.
That's fine.
You have to take a certain amount of fuel. I'm not sure if it differs a lot between all the people racing tonight, but it is probably we're going to see people pitting during the middle of the race, maybe a little later. So okay. It's going to be a window of about 5 to 10 laps is my prediction.
Gotcha.
From about the middle of the race.
And what about the tire wear on these?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say something about that because from my experience, I drove 2 stints of softs. I know that other people had other tires and had a better time with it in the first stint. So you can get away with softs, but with all the battling going on in the first stint, presumably because all the cars are bunched together. You will have to take care of those tires because if not, you will struggle to get to the pits in time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did see a lot of people in last week's race, in this exact race before the rerun, obviously. Saw some people going really, really long, and they ended up losing a lot of time on those old tires, but they didn't seem to lose a lot overall. Just with the fact that they went so long, perhaps fuel saving. Would that come into it? Do you think?
It might. I haven't heard it. I haven't done some myself.
Just a flat out sprint
due to a safety car.
Fill up when you have to.
Yeah, due to a safety car, I did have the wrong strategy in terms of the amount of fuel I took. In the end, I had fuel for about 2 more laps, so I wasn't calculating that properly but that was also because of the safety car.
Gotcha. Safety cars just throw a big spanner in, especially when you've got a clear plan in your head and it's all thrown out the window.
Yep. But I did have an interesting ending together with Minimus, as he pitted a few laps later than me, and his tires were clearly better than me, or than mine, and he was able to catch up. I think about 3 seconds in 10 minutes, so that was almost all he needed.
Yeah, that's a
but,
lot.
I had to fight for my life, so hopefully we'll see similar battles tonight.
I certainly hope so. I'm here for the battles.
Yep.
Looking at the top two currently, Statue and Slayer, SSR and MVRC, both on a 112 flat. And as I say that, Statue's gone to a 111.7. That's basically equaling your qualifying time from last week. Is that right, Harm?
Correct, but I also see 11.4 right now,
11.4.
which, if I'm not mistaken, is also a time that JK had last week.
Yeah, so Mattia and JK, that's my pick for the battle for this race. Mattia versus JK. That's gonna be a hot one.
Yep.
Stashu could get himself involved as well as Slayer.
Yeah.
I might check out some more of these liveries.
If Gizmo is going to pull one out of his head.
Well, that's right. Gizmo's a race winner so far in the Community Cup, so he's down in P9 at the moment. But again, this is only practice. We don't know the fuel loads. He could have himself right up there in the race as well. Be certainly one to watch, and I know you'll be cheering him on, being a TRE driver.
Absolutely. But I mean, looking at JK right now, presumably he's not on qualifying fuel.
No, with a 112.4 and just sitting in the garage at the moment. He's I'm guessing that's a high fuel run, and he's just waiting patiently now to set some quick laps in quali.
Yeah, or perhaps he doesn't want to show his lines.
Doesn't want to give away too much. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
If you've been practicing offline and really dialing it in, you don't want to go and give away all that hard work.
Yep.
We've got Jake.
I sometimes watch. Got
Jake Birkenhead in the chat. Come on, MVRC fellas.
Yeah, Jake, of course, race winner from last week in Server 1.
Yeah, MVRC big scoring last week, and they're going to hope to do that again this week with JK and Slayer.
Yep.
Oh, I just jumped on board with the Lausanne of AMS2 as he takes a nice little spin. Commentator's curse.
Oh, I didn't think he was holding his brake.
Naughty.
Naughty.
Looks like we've got Johnny and Tom driving for KCSR this evening. Tom currently down in P23 with a 113.7. I know he's got more pace than that. He's just getting his eye in.
And also grumpy old fart at P15 right now, racing for Club 15. He normally also drives with TRE.
Ah, I see. Just filling in for Club 50 there. I quite like that Club 50 livery. They've taken that whole golf theme and turned it into an American flag.
Club 50, considering that Club 50 usually has older drivers, grumpy old fart, fits the bill.
I would assume, yeah. With a name like that, it's hard to doubt. I assume 50, the 50 in Club 50 means 50 and over?
It's actually 40 and over.
Gotcha.
But everyone under 40 is, basically not allowed. So
yeah, get out. Stay out, kids.
Get a bit of discrimination within sim racing, but I think it's all fair.
It is all fair. And I regularly...
Have a few very...
Sorry, carry on.
A few very popular races sometimes. So sometimes their servers are completely full to the brim.
I compete in drone racing, FPV drone racing, and that's a sport that is kind of similar in sim racing in the regards that reaction times and everything is just so high up there as a requirement, and it's basically if you're within 14 and 22 years of age, you're going to be the best. So we also, in drone racing, we also have an oldies category, so that the kids don't win everything.
But they don't always steal the show.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, of course, we're taking it seriously as a hobby, but it's at the end of the day, it's just for fun.
Yeah, well, that's right. Everyone wants to be competitive, but if you didn't enjoy doing it and have fun doing it, you probably wouldn't. So that's got to be the priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got flip-flops in the chat now. This is a crazy strong field of drivers this year. Also, come on, Slayer and JK, MVRC. Got plenty of MVRC fans in the chat. That's good to see.
And most of the grid currently is within a second, so it's definitely close. It's of course also not a very long track.
Yeah, it's a really short, even a 1:11 in a car like this. Yeah, that's a really short track.
Yeah.
I'd hate to think what a Formula 1 car would be lapping this track in. It's got to be like 40 seconds.
Probably, yeah. But of course they will drive the GP version of it.
Right, the full-length version.
If they would, yeah.
Which they used to do, didn't they, back in the 70s?
Could be. I don't know. But I mean, we still haven't had quali, of course. But 0.6 of a difference to P3. That's ridiculous.
That's a massive gap, and even from P1 to P2.
Gap, yeah. Well, again, I do suspect we will see some improved times from other drivers, a bit lower on the grid currently.
Yeah, we just have no real idea what the fuel loads are at the moment.
Nope. But we'll soon know. How long will the 2 minutes? All right. So in a couple of minutes we will have our answers. But I'm glad all the drivers made their arrangements for tonight. I mean, it's not the usual date on the calendar, of course, that everyone needs to race or should have raced.
No, definitely not.
So I'm glad everyone
to get this many people in the race with short notice that's a good effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that for the organizers, it was kind of a struggle to get this to make the choice of what to do.
Oh, I can only imagine. It's got to be some of the most stressful stuff when these technical issues just rip everything away from you, and you can't really do anything about it except just try to put out the fire.
Yeah. But luckily, everyone understands these stakes.
Yeah, it's no one's fault. Everyone's just sort of got to do the best they can, and
yeah.
And this is great. At least they get another go at it.
Yeah. And again, yes, we are competitive, but it's all for fun, and everyone understands this.
J-Turn in the comments, draft assist maybe for P1, RRC, we're practicing draft. Yeah, well, I mean, if it's going to give you lap time, then you'd be silly not to. Not the easiest thing to coordinate, though.
No, definitely not. I know that the MVRC boys did this, at least Minimus, but if I'm not mistaken, Jake as well got a tow from Minimus in server 1 last week.
Gotcha.
I think.
Oh, I've been disconnected.
I have been disconnected from the session.
So have I. Not ideal. Let's try to get back in there. Darn.
Hopefully it's just because we were inactive, but
hopefully.
We'll see.
It doesn't normally happen though, so
There's still 24 people in there, so that's good. Seems to be that,
I might.
except for a few others.
Oh,
I think not many have dropped.
Oops, I shouldn't have done that. I think I just doxed the server on the stream by accident.
Well, let's hope that only community members are watching then.
Goodness. If shit goes down, then that's gonna ruin things, isn't it? Well, now there's 18 people in there.
I think
I'm back.
Jim will be able to kick everyone that tries to enter.
That's what I mean. That's what I was thinking. If something like that happened, I'm sure they can just boot people away. Need a rerun of the rerun. Yeah, it is looking like that. Let's not jump to that conclusion just yet.
Absolutely. Let's stay positive right here.
Yeah, exactly.
So just for anyone watching that does not know, but in the lower right corner of the screen, you can see the currently highlighted person that we are on board with, either from trackside or from the cockpit, and it will show the person, the distance to the person behind and the person in front of that car, just so it is more easy to see what is going on, what is with what is happening on screen. So that's just an FYI. Currently says waiting for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm not sure if we're expecting another one, because I think there was 28 all up. And there's 27 currently.
Yeah. Just going back to the main menu and rejoin.
Oh, J-Twin's in here. I will invite him to speak.
Hello. Tech issues that we're getting again there. We're just holding in the lobby to let everybody rejoin, as many people as can rejoin. And then as soon as I think we've just advanced now to qualifying. So anybody who's been held in the lobby should be able to come and join us on track now. As soon as we get on, what's going to happen then is Roy's going to leave. Roy's company host is going to leave, which will transfer the host to me, just in case if it's an issue with Roy's connection. So yeah, that's what's going on. But I can see, I think you guys are back on the server. Is that right? You should be able to get on now.
Yep.
Yeah, we're both on.
I managed to click join.
Perfect. Right, I'll leave you alone, guys. Hopefully, when we get to the end of quali, it runs smoothly.
Nice.
Thank you, Jim.
No worries. Catch you later.
Bye. All right, so now we will be able to see the real pace of everyone.
All right, I am now in the server. Okay, I think I got in a bit late, but I'm in there now. Everyone's out on track. Trying to find a little bit of space to not get impeded. Comment from Soft Knees in the chat. Still wondering if this particular car track weather combo for some weird reason causes problems. As this acted weird for me for the whole 2 weeks. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we had a few disconnects in the first server last week.
Yeah.
But not that many.
It's certainly not a good omen.
Yep. But we'll try to keep positive. So we got one time already in from Hobbit, 120. But I also know that the first lap that you can drive after the out lap, it's usually not the fastest time you can drive with the wheels or with the tires. So the second lap will be faster, and already by the third lap you can see some degradation in the sense that you will not get any more pace from them. So hopefully that's also what the other drivers have realized at this moment.
Well, let's hope qualifying can finish kind of like it started, as we see JK moving ahead of Mattia by only 1/1000th.
Yep. And it's already 2/10 faster than what he did previously during practice.
The battle for pole is on.
The battle for pole is on. Let's see what they got.
Currently riding on board with JK to see if he can improve on that 112.2 on his second flyer. He's currently driving behind. He's currently driving behind Slayer, so I'm assuming this is for drafting purposes.
I do believe they are too far away from each other, if that's the intention. But of course they will be entering a next lap where the longest straight will come up in a few corners. So they might employ a bit of
Mattia now with a 111.5, JK on a 111.8. Dun Gizmo of the Racing Engineers also in the sub 112s with a 111.9 now in P3.
Yeah, I told you Gizmo he can do some damage there. So already 3 people within the 111s. Oh. I think JK made a mistake and went back to the pits.
Currently riding on board with Dun Gizmo. I'm a huge fan of the Racing Engineers livery on this car. I've said it before last week, but I'll say it again. The way that the yellow pops out and contrasts against the blue and the orange just looks spectacular. And I'm pretty sure, was it you that designed the livery, Harm?
Well, afraid so, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely my favourite one, especially in this combination.
Thanks for the compliment, mate.
No problem. Brano of Semi-Slip Racing just knocking on the door of that sub 112.
Yeah, I'm sure that we will see a few people joining the 111s. I mean, Staku for sure, right? He's not going to leave the 111s alone.
No, he's currently
I have to admit.
he's currently got 2 corners to go on this lap, so let's see if it's going to be this time around. Not this time around. But he has started another flyer. I'm going to jump on board with Statue for this lap and see if it's an improvement.
Johnny just entered the top 3 with a 111 as well.
As he does, nice. 2, 3, and 4, and he's separated by a 10th.
Yeah, that's very close. Yeah, everything below a 112 is definitely very spectacular times. But as we can see, most people are within a second currently.
I think I would be happy if I could do a sub 113. Personally.
Which is a very good time as well, yeah. Yeah, I remember from practice, when I was doing the first few laps with this car, I felt like, whoa, this car is a bit twitchy. I'm not sure I trusted that much. I did a full practice race of 60 minutes, which is why I was able to get my strategy correctly figured out.
Yeah, nice.
But at a certain point, it does give you the trust that you require from a car.
Yeah.
Which is why this is such an amazing combo. The consistency just comes over time. Not every car. You cannot say that with every car that you drive, but this one for sure, very consistent at a certain point.
That's good to know. Just the more you drive it.
I mean, one of the worst things that can happen, of course, is just a very silly spin.
Yeah.
Especially later in the race, or actually doesn't even matter whenever, but
as the concentration starts to fade.
Yeah. But luckily you can have a lot of confidence in this car. If you don't push it too much, and especially on curbs, it can be a bit twitchy if you go too hard on a curb, especially on a bus stop. Actually, if you cut that too much and you keep the power on, there's a very high likelihood that you will spin out.
Don't get too greedy on the curbs.
Yep. And in some corners, of course, the walls are very close, as you can see from this last corner. Luckily, the damage is also not set too harshly, so even if you manage to get yourself into the wall just a little bit, you most likely won't have any damage.
Oh, that's good to know. You can really sort of push.
Yeah. You can push, and it is slightly forgiving.
Got some drivers in the YouTube chat. Blankfile saying T1 is the danger point for a spin I found. J-Turn saying, oh no, Soft Knee saying, also braking over curb at the entry of the chicane. Final corner for J-Turn, he says. Everyone sort of has their own little spot where things can get a bit wrong.
Yeah. But funny enough, for the last corner, if you mess it up at the last moment and you press the power and then it starts to go and spin, maybe even the wall will save you.
Yeah. It'll just stop you from going all the way around, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I think I had it once. Some other people were not as fortunate. They actually had a big spin, and they almost went into the pit street.
Oh wow!
So that was, on the one hand, a very funny occurrence, but
I missed it happening live, but we've seen JK take P1 with an 11.46 over Matthias 11.58. Starchu down to an 11.69 as well, so it's really heating up with 4 minutes to go. Johnny B with the 1:11.9.
I think JK is 2/10 away from his previous qualifying time.
Okay, so still got time to find.
Yeah, sure. But,
if he wants to. But that's enough for now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe I just want to praise his consistency.
Yeah.
It's not just a fluke.
It doesn't matter how far in front of P2 you are. It just matters that you are in front.
Yeah.
Soft Knees saying, I'd say this server is even tougher than S1 was. Yeah, that's a reasonable bet. That's pretty stacked.
Yeah. Yeah. The first 10, 11 people, I think they really know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's going to be a real fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, on board with Johnny as we see an NRT car spinning at T1 in the background. I like the camera shake as the cars go up that hill. Will we see Mattia or Starchu or Johnny potentially, or maybe even Dun Dun Gizmo chucking a time to dethrone JK off the pole spot? It's going to take quite the effort.
It's going to take a tremendous effort. Yeah. And 11.4 is very, very strong. So in terms of teams, it looks like it will be between Semi-Slick Racing and the Real Racing Club, and I suppose you could also say MVRC. All of them have their cars within the first 8 spots. So there is a racing engineer's car from Gizmo in between there, and let's see if I got that right. Yeah, Mattia.
Currently riding on board with Mattia at the moment in the hopes that he can take the fight to JK for pole. It's going to be quite the stretch. If anyone can, he can. Currently on a 1:11.58 in P2. As you see in the chat there, J-Turn will be hopping into the voice with Harm and myself shortly to give a rundown of team standings while we wait to go to the race session. I'm actually going to take a little bathroom break myself right now, so I will leave you on board with JK while I do that. I'll be back very shortly.
Of course, we have already had a couple of races, so we're not at the halfway point of the season yet, of the entire cup, but we will be there shortly. Most people already in the pits currently, so not a lot of changes will probably occur. Oh no. I've also been disconnected from the looks of things.
Yeah, me too. I'm back
Guido as well.
Darn.
Why is it just us?
I am unsure. That is really strange.
And I could be mistaken, but
I don't think we'll be able to get back in.
I don't think we can now. Exactly. But it also looks like other people have been disconnected.
Yeah, quite a lot. There's 16 in there.
Yeah. So almost half the people in there have been kicked from the server.
Oh, poor Jim. What a disaster.
Yes, this is so unfortunate. I mean, last week we thought it was a Steam issue because Steam was being DDoSed, from what I recall. But I don't think this is it.
No. We'll just have to wait for and see. Wait for Jim to jump in our broadcast and see what's going on, but it's not looking very nice.
Yep. Yeah. Does so Sofny says that it's just before the session ends, which is correct. This is the second time it happens around the same point.
That's right. Yeah, it is very weird. It's got to be something going on there.
But yeah, I mean, we have had so many people before without problem. It's only been going on for this race. So this week and last week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we restart this with a reduced qualifying time, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that Jim is currently, he's
here now.
going to speak. Yep.
Okay, guys, we're going to set up a peer-to-peer server. We're going to have no qualifying, and we're going to form up on the first lap of the race in the correct order as best we can. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to take me a little moment to get up that peer-to-peer server. The password will be the same password that we used on Just Race, so you can still click that join button on Just Race to see what the password is.
All right.
Right.
I've got to run away to go and get that sorted yet, but I'll come back. I'll come back and let you know when the server's up. I'll be back shortly. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. If you're in the YouTube chat, you probably just heard that, but just hang fire. We are gonna get this going shortly.
And hopefully without issue then.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Stress.
us against the elements, and apparently the elements had it in it for us.
Stressful.
It's too bad.
Can you sing something while we wait? I'll leave that to Harm. He's probably got a better singing voice than me.
No. I don't think I will be. I will be a very happy person, knowing that I sang for the entire internet.
Tina's saying we had a rolling start last week, or soft knees, or tell a joke. I would, but I'm just not funny, so I won't do that.
I can be funny, but in the right circumstances, which this definitely is not.
You can't. It's not an on-demand thing, is it?
Maybe we can just let a AI bot just do the talking and have some or make some jokes for us.
Not a bad idea. Maybe just an AI bot in the YouTube chat to keep them entertained.
Yeah, could be. Apparently, Soft Knees needs to be entertained.
A Dutchman, a New Zealander, and a Finn walked into a bar. Nice.
Is he talking about me?
Yeah, and me. And I don't know who the Finn is, though.
Yeah. I don't know, too. I do know a few Finns in sim racing, but they are not here right now, from what I recall. Where's Blankfall from?
I'm not too
From
sure.
Finland, right? Where is he?
Oh, I wouldn't know, sorry.
But
Belgium, Blankfall
Belgium?
answers you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that surprises me, actually. I don't know why exactly. Yeah, but it just surprises me. But anyway, I got a joke.
None of them brought a
how
joke.
much does a rainbow weigh?
Oh, how much does a rainbow weigh? I actually know this joke, so I shouldn't answer.
Oh. Well, it's not much because it's actually pretty light.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that the joke I'm thinking of? It was no, I'll just play along. How much does it weigh?
I already said so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They not much. They are actually pretty light.
Yeah. That's
This is apparently what it came down to.
So that's a different punchline to the joke. I know, but it's very similar. I think my one was how do you weigh a rainbow? Way up high. That's just regarding the old song.
Oh, that's so terrible.
It is terrible.
I'm sorry to everyone watching right now.
I
This is what it came down to.
I did pre-warn everyone that my jokes are terrible.
Yeah.
So you've got the proof.
Yeah. Well, luckily peer pressure didn't get to me, and I started singing. So we're safe. We're safe. Oh, Tina's is also not entertained. Very difficult crowd today.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll have racing to entertain you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. We can talk about more sensible things then. I would love for Tina's to commentate us at a certain point.
Definitely.
Tina's, is this not something you would like to do?
Surely.
Surely, right? I mean, his streams are always a constant barrage of commentating.
Very entertaining,
Usually
too.
about... Yeah, absolutely.
My language.
Your language.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
So
but
you have an 18+ stream?
But at least most people would understand you. I feel like plenty probably miss what I'm saying.
Why is that? I didn't miss anything from, I think.
I think I underestimate how good people are at understanding English. I just know that New Zealanders have a really New Zealand accents are quite lazy and fast. I often say things really mumbly.
I wouldn't say so, to be quite frank. So I think you're just fine. And I'm sure that everyone would agree, but
sorry, say
that you have.
Oh, okay. Well, people are saying it's easy enough to understand, so I will keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Just be yourself. So we did not have an update from Jim just yet?
Not just yet. He's obviously, I'm guessing, busy trying to get it going.
Let me see if there is a new server already up. It might already be, but it doesn't look like it just yet.
Oh, here we go. What's the difference between a limousine and a sheep? This is going to be a good New Zealand joke. If it involves a sheep. Go on, give me the punchline. Hurt me. Not all Kiwis have been in... It had to be going somewhere like that. I've definitely been in a limousine, though, thank you.
And did you have a Kiwi as a pet?
I did not. But it is pretty bang on, though. We have so many more sheep to people here. It's like 60 odd million sheep to like 5 million people.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of grass then.
Yes, Blinkfile, I'm not denying the other thing because there's no point. The joke's going to be there. But we usually make that joke about Australians, and then Australians make it about us, and vice versa. And then the rest of the world, I think, just makes that joke about both of us.
Right. And I just discovered that I have to make a bit more jokes about Blankfile. Because we have the same between the Netherlands and Belgium.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why. I did not invent it. No offense, Blankfile, but that's just the way it is. Apparently.
Oh, you've got to have a rivalry like that.
The Belgian people. Yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy, how we going?
Well, right, I've just sent you a DM with server name and password on Quarto or Harm. One of you I've sent a DM to. I'm trying to message you quickly both. Who have I sent that to?
I have it,
sent
thank
that to you, Quarto.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll send the same to Harm shortly. Be careful about broadcasting it if you can. We'll probably be all right, and I'll kick anybody I don't recognise. But yeah, Harm, I'll send you the same message.
I did actually dox the server on the first go around by accident, but I'm glad this one has a different.
No worries.
Glad this one has a different password.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go back to the main thing. We're going to start shortly. So as I say, we're going to have a 5-minute practice to allow people to check that everything's working, and then we're going to go to a manual grid formation lap type thing on the race.
Very good. Thank you, Jim.
All right, I am in and waiting.
Yep, me too. Looks like most people are already there. So I've seen this stuff go down very smoothly, and I've also been in places where it did not go as smoothly. So hopefully it's the former.
Yeah. We just have to react accordingly at this point.
Yeah. Well, of course, we are racing with very capable people, so I'm sure they all managed to get this done cleanly. Ah, about the Zeeuwen. All right. Well, luckily I don't live in that part of the country, Blankfall. So you won't be making fun of me. Well, I'm ready for it. Hopefully, everyone still waiting is also ready for it. Just got myself a bit more water. I have a few chocolates. I have a cat laying next to me, and I've got the game in front of me, so I should be good to go.
I've got all of those things minus the chocolates.
All right, so also a cat then.
Yeah, I got a cat next to me. Yep.
Okay. What's your cat called?
That's Little Mittens.
Little Mittens.
Yeah, it's a very generic cat name, to be honest.
Exactly. But still cute.
Yeah.
Mine is called Soup.
Soup, I like that.
Yeah, because our other cat is called Chicken, so we got Chicken and Soup.
Nice. So you can just yell chicken soup if you want them both to come.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And in Dutch, it also sounds like chicken soup.
Right.
So yeah, that's a joke of my girlfriend. She is a bit more funny than I am.
Nice. I used to have 2 pet goldfish when I was a kid, and they were called Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Yeah.
All right, so they are back in free practice. They have about 5 minutes of practice, and if I'm not mistaken, qualifying will be skipped, and they will directly go to the race.
And they'll do a manual
and do a rolling start. Yep.
A little 5-minute session just so everyone can make sure they're in the server, I guess, and then we'll do the race. Nice.
But I think everyone is there. We either had 27 or 28 people in the first iteration of this stream, of this race.
Yeah, so it was me, yourself, and J-Turn, and then 25 races. So we probably are still missing one.
Yeah, then we are missing someone. So I make a mental note. We are supposed to have 28 people, excluding the safety car. Man, I'm really looking forward to the race. It's going to be quite beautiful, I think.
We'll get there. We'll get there soon.
The anticipation is killing me.
Softnese says,
but I'm glad.
when they were a kid, my neighbours had dogs called Elvis and Presley. Did not look suspicious at all, the lady running around the yard and yelling them back home.
Yeah. If you're not careful, then you might be called a nutter because you might the neighbors might think that you think that Elvis is still alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna call the loony bin on you.
Yep. I don't think he's right. Calling Elvis Presley? What?
I'm getting hyped up for this race now.
Absolutely, me too. Not a lot will change in the upcoming minutes. But everyone is going to get back into the rhythm. Not everyone is on track, I think.
You know, we've got quite a few people just sitting in the pits waiting.
Yeah. I don't know what Tom is doing, but he's just crashing the KCSR livery. I think he's got a lot of money to spare. Busting up this livery. But maybe he was just testing his starts. Could be.
Bit of race start practice, yep. Always good to do it this time.
Yeah. And what better place than the pits, right? Hopefully he had his pit limiter on, but other than that, he's free to do so. So maybe we can go through some of the liveries. I'm not sure if you had already done this, but of course we have been.
Can always do it again.
A couple of liveries.
You can start talking about them, and I'll just make sure the stream shows accordingly if you want.
Sure. So I do think there is a bit of a delay. I do think that makes it a bit more difficult, to be quite honest.
Right.
But for everyone watching...
Shouldn't be too much of a delay on the YouTube, though. As in, like, what they see in here.
Okay.
Look, I just think from what you're seeing, because you're in the same server, so what you should be seeing should be live for the same as me. So by the time it goes into the OBS, it should all be nice and synced up.
Yeah, it's not that much, I think.
Practice complete. We've only got a few cars on track now. I'm currently looking at Lasan in the pale blue AMS2. Who's getting nervous? Not me, because I'm just talking about it, but these drivers should be. Thanks for the little, thanks for the spiel on how the race is going to form up, Soft Knees, saving us a little bit of an explanation there. Please don't kick us out.
Oh, hey there, Tony. Jaffa's also someone I regularly race with.
Oh, awesome.
Very quick guy. But yeah, it will be starting soon, Tony. We had a bit of a problem at the start. A lot of people disconnected. And we are going to go to the race right after this session. And then we will do a rolling start and we'll see from there, because we already did the qualification previously. So this will take about 2 minutes. as we won't be readying up, so we can do the commentary. And by the way, some of the expectations for the race, we can expect about 49 laps. Maybe it will be 50, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is just 49. This car will take about 3 liters a lap on average, which means that they will have to pit once and add about 45 liters. One thing that also not everyone knew at the time is that the wheels and the fuel are separate in terms of how that works during the pit stop. So you'll have to wait for your fuel to be in the car before the tires are going to be switched around.
Gotcha. So they're not free.
They're not free. Absolutely not. No. And this is also why your pit strategy is very important when it comes to fuel. So every liter you take too much, that's just going to be time away from your race.
Gotcha.
Which is interesting because, of course, they will have an outlap right now and to prepare for the rolling start. And so
so it's going to use a little bit more.
Minutes.
Uses a little bit more of the fuel than they would have had planned.
No, actually, probably less. Because
because it counts. Yeah, of course.
Exactly. I mean, when I do my my outlap for a rolling start, I'm just almost always in 5th or 6th gear. So
that could even lower the whole lap count of the race by a little bit, right?
Yep. All right.
All right, rolling start to get the cars formed up. Everyone awkwardly trying to find position. It's always a funny thing to watch.
Yeah, so the positions they are trying to get to are from the previous qualifying session we did after a server disconnect. So currently they are going back to the positions that they had after qualification was done. I'm sure that everyone got their position before this session started from the race director. And it looks like that most people are already in the right position, so they just have to finish the outlap. A lot of cars just very carefully driving to their positions. It feels like most people are already in the correct place. Not everyone though, because I think Redacted and Tom, for example, they were a bit higher. Yeah, looks like they are in the correct position currently. They are halfway there. So I think that within a minute we are racing. I'm not sure what has been discussed. Could be that JK is supposed to press the gas whenever he wants to. At a certain point after probably the last corner, or that the drivers have been instructed to go whenever the last corner as they enter the last corner. So let's see what happens.
It does look like we have two very distinct groups separated on track, which is interesting. These guys should be trying to catch up to that lead pack for the race start.
They're doing a 2-file. Or am I wrong about that?
It looks to be 2-file up in the front group.
Yeah, top 10 is... or top 9?
Actually, it kind of looks like they haven't...
2-file?
They're still trying to figure it out amongst themselves by the looks of it. All right, we're getting there. We're getting hyped up for this race start. One corner to go before they're on the main straight, ready to get this underway. Let's get the hype going in the chat. Show your support for your teams.
Yeah, you take it away, Quado.
Well, I'll do my best. Rolling
Sure thing.
into the final corner here.
There they go.
JK's on the gas. He's opened up. Matthias, he's got a 7 to 8 tenths gap already. He's really caught Mattia and Stachu sleeping a little bit there.
Already a bit of a gap between P2 and P3.
JK with the absolute perfect start there. He got away without any kind of fighting. And he's got 8 tenths ahead of Mattia now. Johnny B in 4th place, currently sandwiched between 2 semi-slick racing cars.
The mid-pack is still very close.
Yeah, the mid-pack is well bunched up. Looks like we've got a Club 50 car there, was trying to make a move. Everyone's gotten through this first opening part of the lap cleanly, which is good to see.
Absolutely. And no disconnects yet, so that's also a very good sign.
Okay, Matthias managed to close up that gap a little bit to JK, and they are both pulling away from Stachu. They've got a 2-second gap nearly to Stachu already in P3. Jake is a minute behind. Yes, I'm seeing that as well. He's currently on the driver tracker. He's mid-pack. But he's being shown as a minute behind and in last place. So I'm unsure what's going on there.
I can fill you in if I can jump in there, Quado.
Of course you can.
Yeah, Jake for some reason has been dropped a lap by the game. He is not a lap down. The drivers all know that he's not obeying blue flags and he is racing for position.
Okay, good.
So
I figured something must have happened on the formation lap and everyone was just going to play it as it goes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He got dropped a lap for some reason. So yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, everybody was in correct position. We did have 1 or 2 disconnects or people that had to leave because the day was getting too late for them. So we did lose 1 or 2, unfortunately. But we've kept most people. And yeah, I think the only ones that may not have been in the exact right order were the last 3 or 4 people because we were coming to the end of the lap and we just had to go. So yeah, the drivers have put up with an awful lot, but we have got a race on, so I'll hand back over to you guys to do the commentary. But cheers guys for putting up with it, cheers viewers for putting up with it as well, but hopefully we now get a good race.
No problem, thanks Jim. Yeah, so ignore Jake being down in P22, he's currently mid-pack, he's in about P10, round about there. You got Mattia currently only 1 tenth behind JK, he's putting all kinds of pressure on him. He's not going to let JK run away. Stachu's also managed to close that gap up. Well, let's watch this from Stachu's view. This is going to be exciting. So Mattia gets the pass done into the bus stop.
Already. That's impressive. But still, the top 7 is still within 3 seconds of each other. Actually, a group of P1 to P8 is formed.
I'm just going to jump on board with Lasan in P14 because if you have a look there, from P9 through to P14, it's a gap. It's a group of cars pretty much glued together, led by Steve in P9 in the Club 50 car, all the way down to Lasan.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet is that each of the drivers will have a boost that they can use about 15 times during the race.
Right.
And will give you just a bit of an edge in terms of engine power. So especially on this straight that we are currently on, it will help you about 4 to 5 tenths per lap.
Okay.
Which is of course massive.
That's good to know. And I've just seen in the comment section, Blankfile has just given us an indication of of how we can spot that. The lights in the windshield of these cars indicates the boost status. A green light on is boost in use, a red is cooldown, and blinking equals no more boosts. So as you can see there, the MVRC car with the red light, he's in cooldown at the moment from using boost.
So Blankfile with all the interesting tidbits.
Helping us out with the technical details.
Yes. Yep. So Stakut's still very close to JK and Mattia.
No, Johnny, actually, one of the big movers down in these opening laps. He's gone from that P4 down to P6, and we have Dun Gizmo in the P4 spot now for the racing engineers, getting amongst the semi-slick racing cars.
He's trying to make a move currently, or actually defending from Frano. And he held him back. So attempts are being made. So there's actually just one good spot to use the boost, which is after the corner that's upcoming.
So basically, you want to be using it. So basically, you want to be using that boost all the way up this hill on the straight up to the bus stop. Is that right?
Yeah, you want to press it right now, and then it will trigger after 4 to 5 seconds, and you will have that boost ready to go for about the entire stretch of this straight.
And as we can see, Dun Gizmo has activated that boost with the green light as he sails past Frano. Oh, sorry, Statue. So he's just getting a real show there of how effective the boost is. Getting some tyre information from people in the chat there. Jake saying there's 2 strats at play. Hard, soft. Hard to soft on the long first stint. Or soft for 30 minutes each.
Yeah, I went the same as what Blankfall did last week. So about 30 minutes a pit and both stints on softs. But then the first stint will become quite long at a certain point, and you will feel the degradation.
Sure.
So we're not sure, of course, what these drivers currently have underneath their cars. We also don't know, or actually we can see when we are in the cockpit how many boosts they still have left.
JK activating boost, going for the race lead again. Mattia also had that boost activated and was able to defend.
Yeah, and because it doesn't trigger for about 4 to 5 seconds, you have no clue what the person behind or in front of you is doing. So you can't just use it on a whim.
Let's hope this leading pack stays together for most of this race, if not the whole thing.
So it does seem P9 to 14 have also made a group for themselves.
Yeah, so riding on
a bit
board,
more spread out behind them.
Riding on board with Nessie in P9, you can see just in front of him is actually the RPM car of Jake, who is shown as being in 21st, but he's not. He's obviously one position ahead of Nessie. We've had a bit of an issue there with Jake on the formation lap, showing him a lap down, but he's not. He's in this fight and he's leading it at the moment.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky to stay on top of, I'm sure. But So you can use the boost around about every 2 laps, as just 1 lap is not enough to recharge the boost. But there's 49 laps, so there's plenty of time to use the boost. If it's just every 2 laps, then you would need about 30 laps for you to use them all. So there is also a bit of strategy when it comes to using the boost at the best time possible. But of course, you don't know exactly when that time is.
And you also have no idea when other people are using it, or how much they have left,
and how many they still have left. Yep. So it's very good thing to just have 1 or 2 still in the bag.
Yeah, don't
for the end of the race.
Don't blow your load too early.
Don't know what happened. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. So P1 to 6 still within a second of each other. That's seriously impressive.
That's an awesome little battle we've got here at the front. Struggling to want to put my eyes elsewhere, because it looks like if anything's going to happen, it's going to be in this group.
Yep. So it looks like the SSR boys have...
Mattia taking the lead there at turn 1.
Switch back?
Yeah, JK switching back, yeah. Oh, now it looks like Mattia's getting swamped a little bit here by the SSR cars. Let's get the view from Johnny here's onboard as we got 3 wide with the 2 SSR cars and Mattia. Oh, everyone getting a bit loose there as they're trying to avoid each other, which takes a lot of pressure off Mattia and JK.
Frano went a bit wide, trying to regain his position.
TRE car on the wall, said Blankfile. Something we've missed.
Probably a Gizmo then.
I'm trying to find it. He's still in the leading bunch, Gizmo, so potentially not. We've got two real clear groupings here. We've got this top 6, which is almost becoming a top 7, as Slayer's trying to jump on the back. And then we've got that battle from P. It's hard to say what position Jake's actually in, but it's around about that P8 through to P12 battle as well. That's the next grouping. So Blankfile says it was done. So it can't have been too hard a hit because he's still in that fight, kinda. Half the time I also think that when it looks like these guys tap the wall, I think they, a lot of the time, probably don't. There's going to be some lag involved with me being in New Zealand. Like that little clip there as I jumped on board with Dun Gizmo, I have a good feeling that he probably didn't even touch the wall. There's just lag involved, so it looks like it sometimes.
Maybe we can go to P9 on board with Nessie.
Jumping on board with Nessie?
On the back of the Rocco. Yep.
It's actually Jake that he's just on the back of. Jake in P20.
Oh, is it? Yes.
But he's not. He's in.
Yeah,
is
very confusing.
That's got to be Jake's the one that would actually be in P9 and Nessie in P10.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like Nessie has used the boost.
It's got the boost cranking, yeah. Manages to get all the way past Jake.
All the way past, yeah. Like I said, you gain about 4 to 5 tenths of a second, which is plenty to overtake a car if you're close enough. And so an overtake doesn't have to be very dangerous if you time it well. It also limits the amount of exposure to a crash to yourself, of course.
Definitely. So, and if you can get all the way past the car before you get into that bus stop, then it's going to help you a lot, because going side by side through there, I imagine it's going to cost you a lot of lap time.
If you can go back to Jake again, because he is going into T1.
Yeah, I've just jumped back on board with him, so it looks like he's going to get the move done. Will Nessie be able to get the switchback done?
Nope.
No.
But of course Nessie will now have the boost, so...
And also we've got Redacted in the fight there for 10 tenths. He's now on the back of Nessie, and he's got boost activated.
It's only very troublesome right now, because he probably doesn't have a opportunity to pass.
Oh, here we go, 3 wide. Oh no, he's pulled out of that one. That's probably the smart thing to do.
Yeah, if you're already on the back of the car that you are trying to overtake before the long right-hander, then you have to lift, and your boost will be probably would have been for nothing.
Yeah, he was a bit boxed in there. That's one of the
tricky things, though. Yeah, you shouldn't be too close to the car in front of you if you are going to use the boost to overtake. So this is probably too close already. If because you are currently on board with Slayer.
Yeah, I just jumped on board with that battle for. I just jumped on board with that battle for P7 and P8 as I noticed Rocco and Slayer were next to each other, and it looks like Mattia's also had a problem at some point because he's dropped back to this group. So Mattia now down in P6, 7 seconds off the race lead. Missed what happened there, but he's obviously had a problem.
And very clearly, there is a group from P1 to P5.
I'm going to jump on board with Frano.
2 seconds of...
So I've jumped on board with Frano here, looking ahead, and you can see the 4 cars ahead of him all trying to weave on the straight there, not really wanting to give anyone the slip.
Nope. And it's a very tricky situation because you have no idea who is going to use the boost or who isn't.
Yeah, you have no idea if someone's going to come zooming by or not. Yeah, Jake there has Mattia spun. It certainly looks like it, Jake. I didn't actually see what happened there, but he dropped 7 seconds off the lead in the blink of an eye. So you'd have to assume he's had contact or had a spin or something.
But in the top 5, Staku and Johnny still have 12 boosts left, so that's quite a lot considering they are already at lap 16. However, JK still has 10, Gizmo only 9, and Frano 11. So there is a bit of a difference between the amount of boosts that each of them have used, and that might also decide their fate at the end.
Yeah, right. Currently checking out the little battle here between Grandpa Bear and Dazads, and P13 and P14, they're stuck together having their own little wee fight. P12 a little bit ahead of them, and P15 a wee way back. So it's good to see that there's little battles up and down the grid.
Yeah, like I said, this combo is perfect for these kinds of things.
Brano here. No boost active, but he's coming up alongside Johnny. Yeah, this top 5 pack is just glued together.
Oh no, I see Savage Patty going off track right now. In 17th.
Where is it?
Coming back on track.
Oh, and he's spinning as he tries to recover.
Yep.
Oh, unfortunate there for Savage Patty. He's going to get back going again though. Down in P18.
Yeah, like some people in chat already said, that first corner is not the most favorite corner of everyone.
Jake saying, this is the phase we were expecting the soft tyres to be past optimum and roughly even with the hards, so could be why we see some people spinning now.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to about 8 more laps on these tires before they can pit. I mean, you can pit a bit earlier to even out the quality of your tires at the end of the stints. That's still possible. So we might be able to see some pits in approximately 5 laps. I see a big battle in for P13 right now, or for P12 actually, between the Duz and Grandpa Bear.
Yeah, I'm just switching to it to
They're
check it out
here. Side going into the bus stop right now.
Grandpa Bear just conceding the place as they go in. It's good to see the battle for P7 is also still raging on between Slayer and Nara the Rocco.
Are, yep, they are on top of it. It might be that the Rocco has an edge on Slayer after this turn. Both have 9 boosts left.
Slayer currently in the cooldown period, so if Mauro activates here, he should be able to get a good pass.
He did not activate from the looks of things, but maybe a slipstream is enough, but it's probably not. No.
Jump back to this front battle. It looks like Dun Gizmo he's made it into P2 past Statue there, and Statue's dropped a second off the back of P2 there, so it might have been a little issue there for Statue.
Yep.
Dun Gizmo now trying to put some pressure on for the race win.
Yeah, he is seriously quick. I mean, I've raced him in the past few months a couple of times, but he is seriously quick. A force to be reckoned with. Oh, and JK going off track.
The track does not...
I never had a...
Yeah, the track doesn't penalise you for that.
Does it not?
No.
I think it does, but no?
No, I've raced this track a few times.
Being invalidated.
I've raced this track a few times, and you can run out nearly to the wall without being invalidated.
Oh, weird. That certainly does not happen in time trial, but maybe different rules there.
It might be slightly different rules, but I definitely know I've done it in a race, and I've done it like lap after lap, and it's been fine.
Yeah. But JK and Gizmo have approximately the same amount of boosts left.
Ooh, it could be interesting. Come the end of the race.
Yep.
See if they can
Gizmo
save
is
some.
a bit more aggressive with the boosts. Tom driving in P11. He has the lowest number of boosts still yet available. Only 6 left.
Sorry, who was that with 6 left?
Tom in P11.
Gotcha. Currently driving on his own.
Yep.
Teammate to Johnny B. So Jake, who is currently, that's got to be a real P11, not a P18, like it says. He was running in P8 at one point, so perhaps he's had a bit of an issue.
And in other news, Gizmo made a shot for P1 and apparently did it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's in the race lead. Well done, Gizmo.
I think he went a bit wide on this last corner. So JK is very close to him. Gizmo also used one of his boosts. In other words, He does not have one for this lap, so let's see what JK does. If he enables his boost. It looks like Stuck already did.
He is on the back of that car. Glued to the back of JK.
Oh, I think they... Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Denied JK from going side by side.
Didn't he? Yeah.
This is very advantageous for a Gizmo. He's probably thinking, let them battle.
Yeah, keep the fighting going, says Gizmo.
What you boys need to do.
As a racing engineer's driver, you'll be hearing on Gizmo with everything you've got, I'm sure.
It's cool to see. I wouldn't lie. I don't know where he came from, but suddenly he entered the community and just started driving really quickly. And I've seen his setup, and it's not a very high-end setup, or if anything. So he was thinking about getting a new wheel, but I told him, well, you probably shouldn't do that because you're already fast enough.
Just making good use of the tools he's got.
Oh, absolutely.
I currently race myself on a old Logitech wheel and swivel office chair, so not ideal, but it's still fun.
Yeah, but he's probably a good example of someone that you don't need good gear to be fast.
Definitely not. I'm sure if he had the good gear, he'd gain some tenths, though.
Oh, yeah. More consistency or whatever. Yeah. So Stucku currently in P2. Just overtook JK.
Yeah, so JK leading the majority of the race. Now down in P3.
Yeah, but this is also what you expect from the boosts.
A little bit of contact there.
So close for the entire race.
There's a little bit of contact there between Frano and JK, I think.
Oh.
Nothing major, but it was enough to... I think he just hit the back of him slightly and they both ran wide.
Yeah, unsettled the car a little bit.
But yeah, this is really clean racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool to see. So we've got someone in the pits. Actually, two people, Roy and Dazaz.
Oh, we do got a few.
Dazaz.
I was going to say there's a few people pitting, but I think some of those are just retirements.
Yeah. So it is possible. Absolutely.
Dazad's pitting, and Roy just went slightly past his marks there in the pits. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Blankball saying
he thinks the halfway point.
Blankball saying he thinks Tom's already pitted too.
Gizmo in the pit as well.
They're all starting to come in now.
So he's going to prevent some undercuts.
They're all coming in now.
Oh, someone is... Oh, I think one of the...
Slayer, yeah, I'm on board now.
Slayer's off track.
He's had an issue there. I don't know if it was contact or a spin, but he's now waiting for a space to rejoin.
Yeah. I think that was all on his own.
Unfortunate.
Not ideal.
So, who will be the next out of this leading bunch to pit? That'll be the question.
Absolutely. So I think you would lose about 50 seconds approximately for a pit stop. So let's see what...
JK going for that move into the second to last corner. That let Johnny go through into the lead. I think that's Frano. Yeah, Frano into the pits out of that leading bunch.
Alright. So Estida Gizmo is 47 seconds behind the lead right now, which is, I think, a very strong time.
And more importantly for him, he's got no one in front of him slowing him down.
He does need to warm his tires a little bit, because they have not reached their peak temperature and pressure just yet. So his outlap will not be perfect compared to the other laps that he's driven.
That's Slayer coming into the pits now in the other MVRC car.
Yep. Redacted as well. I think he also had a top 10 time so far. Position, I should say.
Okay, that's Sachu coming into pit now, so that just leaves Johnny and JK in that leading bunch now, still going.
I mean, assuming they have picked the hard tires, they can go a couple of laps more. It's not a problem, because they have probably filled their cars to the brim with about 101 liters, if I recall correctly. So you can get a few more laps out of them and have better tires for the second stint.
Interestingly, if we look down to P8, P9, we see Frano has managed to get himself out of the pits with a bit of a gap to Gizmo.
Oh, that's true. Not by much, but still. So Gizmo has all his work in front of him, considering that he has older tires than Freno.
Blankfile letting us know in the chat, Johnny is on soft for sure.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of information we have.
It is possible. Yep.
Still staying out for another lap.
Such a knowledgeable guy. And Staku, from the looks of things, is in P4 right now.
And
meaning that also he managed to stay in front of Freno and Gizmo.
The other interesting thing to keep an eye... Oh, we just seen a KCSR car go around. Who was that? Was it Johnny? No, it wasn't Johnny, thankfully. The race leader, it was Tom. But interestingly, if you have a look at Mattia, he's now only 4 seconds off the lead after that earlier mishap where he went down to 7 seconds behind. And he's still out. He hasn't pitted. So he's really putting in some work here. It'd be interesting to see if he can actually come out in front of some of those guys that were in the leading bunch before pitting. He's going to need to keep the pace up pretty high, though. Still got a lot of time to make up.
Yeah, and if he just keeps it up, then at least he will be back to the original bunch. It looks like Tom is not having a good time.
And Johnny's off. Johnny's into the pits.
Car.
Johnny's into the pits. So JK now, out of the leaders, still the only one not to pit. Going super long. Probably on a hard.
It looks like Tom has retired from the race. Actually, we've lost a few more cars.
We have. We only have...
Tom, Hardcore.
8, is it 16? 16 left in the race?
Yeah, Bill, Hobbit, Tom.
No, 19.
And there was at least one other guy.
Yeah, so we've had a fair few retirements, unfortunately. It's good to see Redacted and Mauro de Rocco still stuck together in P7 and 8.
So Johnny coming out of the pits right now. Where does he end up?
He's in front of Stachu and Gizmo.
So Staku is backed up by a back marker.
That's really helped Johnny out there. I think that is it's the NRT car of Savage Paddy. So
Savage Paddy is backing up.
Johnny will be looking at his mirrors thinking, that is amazing. Hold them up more.
Yeah, thank you. I think Savage Paddy is on his payroll. Must be. And right now Gizmo is behind Savage Paddy.
Mattia now in the pits.
Probably looking to overtake. Interesting. So what can Mattia do?
So this leading bunch is starting to form up again. And now that Mattia's pitted, we see that leading bunch again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, except JK's still to pit. So it'll be really interesting to see where he filters out after he does finally come in, which I think might be now. Yes, look at that. He's in the pit entry.
Look at this. And so Mattia is still about 10 seconds off Freno. So that's still a large gap to close. And with about, what is it, 20 laps to go? Yeah.
I'm going to jump on board with
laps to go.
I'm going to jump on board with Freno here, and this should give us a good view to see where JK filters out, unless it's behind Freno. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I will let you know when JK starts driving. He's still there.
He's still there.
He just started driving.
He's just moving now, but he's going to be quite a bit behind.
He will be, yes. NES is still warm.
Very slow stop there for JK.
But it's not the end of the world. It's still 2-3 seconds that he will be behind Freno.
Well, that's right, and his tyres are going to be a little fresher.
And his tires will be fresher, so I wouldn't be surprised that, I mean, it is JK, he's very fast, so naturally he will get closer, but also his tires will last a bit better during this stint.
Just jumping on board to that bunch as it gets fierce. Someone nearly getting pushed off at the bus stop there.
I think Gizmo is letting through some people. So he might have been in an accident where he thought he was the perpetrator.
Right, that was probably what I jumped on board to late there at the bus stop.
And that also causes JK to get a little bit closer. But all of them still very close to each other.
Currently with the SSR 1-2, I'm sure they'll love the race to end right now.
Now that you mention it, I'm sure they will, yes. Those are some good points.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see JK's pace.
Grandpa Bear and Lausanne on P11 and 12.
Let's check the teammates out fighting each other.
Yep.
We're not going to have any papaya rules here.
Bear... Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what they arranged.
Light blue rules.
Themselves. But if you were to press the boost right now, or at least a few corners behind, you could be in overtaking territory. Well, actually, it's about a second, so
yeah,
that's going to be
pretty big
very
gap.
tough. Yeah.
Redacted and Rocco are pretty well close together for P7.
So Frano is trying to overtake Johnny right now. And going into the bus stop, but no, Johnny already conceded.
Dutchy with a little bit of breathing space, and I'm sure he'll be loving right now.
He probably wouldn't mind, but I also think that he wouldn't have minded this battle that lasted for such a long time.
Yeah, everyone loves a good battle.
That's why we do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So on P6 and 7, there is also a little battle happening. The Rocco and Mattia.
Now that's Rocco and Redacted.
Yep. I got that wrong.
Oh, Redacted going for the
Rocco
move.
Redacted. Yeah, but the Rocco also looking on the inside of Redacted.
They're going to keep fighting all the way up the hill.
Right. So let's see, we have about 15 laps to go. Let me check how all the boosts are. So it looks like Redacted is already out of boosts.
Breno's had a bit of an issue and he's dropped down to P3. And he's got JK all over him. J10 saying that was possibly a netcode incident between Johnny and Franco. Unfortunate. JK back into P3. Little incident there between Johnny and Frano's saved JK a bit of work.
Yeah, seems to have cost him quite a bit.
I'm just dropping back down to P13 because we've got a little group here. We've got P10 through to we've got 4 cars, P10 down to P13 in a little group. Lasan, Grandpa Bear, Slayer and Grumpy Old Fart.
And Grumpy just enabled his boost.
So let's jump P13 on board and see him close the gap to Slayer.
Yeah, he's gonna get him. At least they will be side by side.
Oh, that was good commitment from Slayer there. He was not going to let him take that. Well done.
No. Yeah, that's very good driving from both of them. Oh, but Grumpy Alfar is not done yet.
He's not given up just yet, that's for sure.
Nope. Still a little boost in him just yet. So who is brave on the brakes here? Still side by side.
Yes, keep going.
A little touch.
Side by side for the rest of the race.
Slayer
Let's go.
Does have a boost ready. Slayer does have a boost ready.
That's right, and Grumpy Old Fart is on the cooldown.
Yep. And he has enabled it.
Well,
so
he has, yes.
Slayer is going back for a move. He's going for the same move Grumpy Old Ford did the lap before. But while Slayer closed down the door, he managed to do it this lap.
I think in the meantime we've also seen JK make a move on Gizmo. JK now back up to P2 and he's only a second and a half off the lead. So this is a really good showing here from JK after that slow stop saw him come out a bit behind the leading bunch. He's now almost back to the top of it.
But there is one downside to JK's regaining of some ground, because Staku has a few, or has one more boost than JK does.
Interesting.
So he is looking a bit more healthy.
Got a little bit more speed
it's
in
just
the tank.
Only slight. Yep.
Well, that's right. If he has one,
two.
If Sachu has one at the end of the race and JK has none, then it's definitely going to make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, but if they are smart, then they will have one of the boosts still
Yeah.
in the tank.
You definitely aren't going to want to leave yourself with none right at the end.
Yeah, I do see that they are making a lot of use of the track limits, or actually the non-track limits, the lack thereof.
Yes,
in P1.
And I've noticed
in T1.
And I've noticed that more people have been doing it as the race goes on. So it's like they're only now learning how far they can push it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it fair? I'm not sure. I mean,
well, if everyone can do it, it's fair.
Just stay within the lines. Yeah.
If the limits are the same for everyone, it's not a problem. But I certainly agree to the point where the limits should be the limits. Otherwise, you might as well put the white lines way out there.
Exactly. Or just have them removed anyway. If you want to go a bit off-road, just go ahead.
Yeah.
So Gizmo just made a slight mistake and lost a bit more time. And right now JK is on top of Staku, almost.
Yeah, Staku's about to start feeling that pressure. JK's got the boost activated.
He did, and they do have a bit of traffic. But
that's
all
P1.
Of that was taken care of.
That's P1 for JK now.
That is P1.
That's an impressive comeback after that slow stop to go from P5 to P1 within about 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, it isn't over when it's,
10 minutes.
Until it's over, right?
Yeah. This is a good performance from JK, that's for sure. But we wouldn't expect anything less.
But now Staku he has still more boosts.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, no, it's going to be.
I think they only have a couple of laps without boosts.
This could be a good fight
so
to the end.
From this point. Yeah, from this point till the end of the race, they pretty much have a boost each per 2 laps.
Rocco and Redacted still fighting fiercely.
Oh, a little touch.
Just reminding him that he's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's many other very close battles on track besides those 2.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been going for about an hour now, though, so you expect a little bit of spread. But it's good to see the lead still being fiercely fought for.
Redacted on the inside of the Rocco and managed to overtake. They do not have boost applied right now.
JK with the boost on now. Oh, and Statue. Both
Alright,
boosted.
so they have synced. Their boosts have synced up.
Okay. Here we go. Race to the end.
I mean, that's the perfect scenario. If you are in front and you have boost left, and you can just press the boost.
You can just
and
respond.
It doesn't matter what the... Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa. Let's see what happened.
What happened here between Frano and Mattia?
Grump.
Bit of a mishap there. Johnny now slotting ahead of Frano.
Yeah, I think Grumpy Old Fart also was involved a bit in that collision.
Oh, and Grumpy now without a rear
wing. I'm not sure what was happening.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! JK pitting?
Oh.
What?
That is unexpected.
Interesting. It could be a penalty, a DT, as J-Turn just says in the chat. That could have been a drive-through penalty. Unfortunately, we don't have that information.
I mean, they have been cutting T1 drastically.
Yeah, and potentially that was the straw that broke the camel's back there.
Yeah.
Oh,
race control was not.
That's a huge shame. You don't want to see a race decided like that. Dun Gizmo with 3 seconds to close up to Statue if he wants to take the fight to him at the end.
Yeah. But the Rocco and Redacted still fighting.
Yeah, this is our real battle now.
And actually, I think it is also Jake with them battling. So it's a 3-way battle right now.
Oh!
They went 3 wide into the bus stop, or at least almost.
These boys are pushing. I like to see it.
That is good. So let's see, Jake still has 3 boosts remaining. And that's the S2, and the Rocco is also 2. So Jake is in the best position right there.
Got an extra boost, yeah. It's a huge shame for Jake.
Boost is still 3rd. That's not bad.
Yeah, to come out of a drive-through still in 3rd is pretty impressive. But he's not going to be happy about that, that's for sure. I wouldn't be. Be livid. But it happens, and if it's a drive-through, he's probably only got himself to blame, but it's just a shame.
Yep. DT did not clear, Jim says.
Oh, did not clear, but is that implying that he was given the drive-through unjustly earlier on?
I'm not sure.
Controversy. Late controversy. We love to see it.
So maybe you can go on board with Jake, because he is on the back of the Rocco and Redacted.
Yeah,
no, sorry,
the one last battle we have on track, really.
But he also has 3 boosts left, so I think he's going to enable it in this lap.
So if you've joined us more recently, it shows Jake down in P18, but he's not. He is currently fighting for positions with Redacted and Rocco. So he should be in a theoretical P8 now.
See, he closed the gap to the Rocco and Redacted. And they are fighting a lot in front.
Yeah, this helps Jake a lot.
Yep. The Rocco even made a tiny mistake that Redacted already capitalized on. So Jake will not have any boost right now. But maybe just from slipstreaming he can do something.
The battle for P7 through to P9 here. The black and orange car there of Savage Paddy is out of sequence.
Yeah, so Jake managed to get it done. What a move. Very cool. His teammate is going out of the way right now.
Yeah, that's Roy clearing the way for Jake to gain more positions and more points for RPM.
Let's go, Jake.
He's now got Redacted just ahead of him. He's got 2 minutes left to gain that spot.
And in fact, he even unlapped himself for some of the other drivers that are currently in P17 to 19.
Nice. Well done.
Yep. So not a lot happening in the top right now, or maybe actually Johnny and Mattia are in a battle. They are very close.
Yes, they are. Peak 4 and Peak 5. And JK's about a second behind Dun Gizmo, but he does only have about a minute and a half to do something about that. It might be a bit much.
Yeah, but surprise, surprise, JK is out of boosts, while Gizmo still has one. So...
Oh no! Oh, that's an incident there between Johnny and Mattia. Oh no. I think Johnny's slowing down to let the position back through.
Yep, looks like it.
That's good sportsmanship there.
Right now.
Good sportsmanship. Oh, JK, as I was saying before, it might have been a bit too much of a gap. JK is now right on the back of Gizmo.
Oh, he is. He is. With only probably 2 laps to go.
And as you can see, JK's flashing red light on the windshield implies 0 boosts left.
Yeah.
Which means Gizmo still has at least one.
But Gizmo still... No. Gizmo is using his last one as we speak.
Yes,
right
he
now.
is. So that's going to at least prevent JK from getting by on this lap. But JK's going to have another lap.
Yep. And don't forget, JK has fresher tires.
He does. So this fight for P2 might not be over yet.
It's not over. Absolutely. It is on. So Gizmo has to pull all the tricks out of the book.
There's a lot of stress here for Gizmo.
Oh, I'm sure. He's either loving this or hating this. I'm not sure. There's no in between.
Well, this might be the last lap. Because Statu's not going to get another one. Yeah, it's definitely the last lap.
Well, then they are going to have a photo finish right now.
Whoa. Gizmo got it. Wait, where's JK now?
I have no idea what happened.
What happened to JK? He's not on my list.
No, me neither. What?
Has he been booted? What? Did he potentially have a penalty that kicked him out once he crossed the line or something? I don't know. DQ blank saying. That's what I'm thinking too. That's so weird. For not serving DT.
Yeah.
Okay. Drama at the end, but that's a win for Statu. Yeah. Well done, SSR. Big win for Statu. P2 for Dun Gizmo, the racing engineers.
Well,
P3 Mattia.
Because...
Yes, it's a maybe. We'll have to see what happens at the end, but I can only call it as I see it right now. J-Turn in the chat there having to figure out what's going on there. But hey, that's what we have replays for.
Absolutely.
So J-Turn's going to be a busy boy.
But what a race!
What a race!
And a lot of people in the 111s as their best lap. So we got Staku in first place, then Dun Gizmo in second for TRE. Mattia, he had a good start, but in the end, still not enough for RRC. And then Johnny Freno redacted. Very well done. Good race.
Hey, do you mind taking care of the interviews for me?
Sure.
When people start jumping in, if they do. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you got to head out, or?
No. I'm just going to play around with some other stuff, and I thought I'd let you play with it.
Oh, sure. Okay. So not a lot of drama. Grumpy Old Fart did pit twice. Not sure why. So maybe people will come in to have some of the post interviews. If anyone has a interesting or fun moment from the race to share, you're welcome to do so. We did have a few disconnects from the looks of things. A few retired, but also a few disconnects from people that probably didn't want to be disconnected, which is a shame. But I'm not sure what is going to go and happen to them when it comes to the scores. But we'll see. Hopefully everyone had a good time watching. Thanks, Flip Flops, for the compliment. It was a fun race to commentate on. So it looks like we have Staku waiting to speak to us. So let's invite him to the stand and let's hear from him. How was the race going, Staku?
Just clean, but nothing else really.
Okay.
Just the George Russell experience, show up in P3, do nothing, and win this time. So just getting a podium, I guess.
Yeah. Did you at some point thought, hey, this is going to be a challenging race, or was it just one in the bag at a certain point?
It was always going to be challenging with who would sign up to server 2, because like if you I don't know, like I think server 2 had just the higher pace overall at the top, with like JK, yeah. Mattia, and obviously Dandan was quick in these cars as well, same as Johnny. Frano wasn't far off, so like really the race came down in the end to just not having incidents and not losing time in stupid ways. I was actually having to fuel save quite a lot, forced really, not wanted to, because I think with how the server got configured again, the temps were slightly higher than last time, and I left the engine opening I had that was working perfectly for the previous round that ended up getting cancelled because like 9 people managed to finish it, right? And
right.
Yeah, so I had to fuel save because in dirty air the car wasn't just getting cooled enough, which I think I had like 3 or 4 overtakes left at the end as well, because using those would bump up the engine temps as well, so I didn't want to use them unnecessarily, especially once I had a gap behind once the dust settled after the pit stops. And
oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I never thought about the boost in that way.
Yeah,
but of course the temperatures is also something to take into account then.
Yeah, and fuel consumption, as Johnny found out on the previous iteration of this race. So yeah, just had decent enough pace to manage to win the race when I had no incidents. I still overfueled a little bit. I knew I could put in less fuel than I initially calculated because, or not calculated, just less than I put in last time. I wasn't doing super like advanced fuel calculations, but just because of the formation lap that was manual, that took away 2 laps. It was almost 1 lap less with how much time I had when I crossed the line, but still I had like fuel left for like 3 laps, I think. So still had a bit of margin on that. Overall, I wasn't expecting to win it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, well, very well done. I mean, it's a win. It's a win is a win. You didn't have to do more.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you.
Thank you.
We've got everyone else
I think
in
JK,
here too.
Yeah, we got everyone else here as well. So done on Gizmo. Well done for P2. That's a very well-deserved P2, I think. At certain points, you did have to fight for it, did you not?
Yeah, there was a lot of fight in the first part of the race, like 6, 7 P1 all the time, like after pit stop, it spread out slightly. I overfueled also my car. I had like 6 more minutes for of the fuel, so I could go less. When that's well, it's one mistake, and second mistake, I had a small contact with Johnny that let Stachu run away from me, and then I didn't have that slipstream, and I couldn't catch him up. He was too quick for me. But also very nice fight with Jake, and at the end it was like very close to the thousands.
Yeah, exactly. You guys were coming off coming over the finish pretty much head to head, and I'm not sure who won. Do you guys know?
I think JK, but I'm not sure because he got
Yeah,
DQ
yeah,
from the AMS from the AMS.
yeah. You got retired to the pits right at the moment you guys crossed the finish. So what do you think, JK?
I don't really know what happened in that race, to be honest. I can't. It's a blur. It's pretty crazy. I don't really know. I think my mistake was starting on the hards. I don't know if anybody else used the hard tire, but it just didn't work, unfortunately. I assume everybody else was on softs because I was just really slow in the first stint. I think I probably would have broke the toe, and then the race would have been pretty okay from there. But it didn't, and I got caught in the carnage, and about a million drive-throughs. It just went crazy. So I have no idea what happened, to be honest.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was crazy stuff. It was pretty cool to see the battle for that was happening in front with the five of you.
So I'm really interested.
And also,
sorry, let me just chime in. I'm really
Go ahead.
interested, JK, in what happened at your pit stop base because you came out significantly behind in that leading bunch. Did you just put in a bit too much fuel?
Yeah, I think I did my usual, put in about 1 million liters too much and come out behind. So I had to, absolutely floor it to catch the guys back up. I was already on the final track limit warning before entering the pits. So I think I got it. It might have been turn 1 or the exit of the chicane. They're the 2 ones. And it just, pretty sad from there. Happy to come out in P3. But then as soon as I exited the pits, the drive-through was still on there. So I don't really, there's going to be a bit of a question on that. I don't know. I'll let the stewards just decide, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Yeah. Strange one.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen indeed, but I'm sure the right answer will come up shortly.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm also curious from Mattia because Mattia, you were driving first for a couple of laps in the beginning, and it all looked very promising. So what happened at a certain point?
My right paddle stops to work, and I was stuck on third gear in the straight.
Oh,
It
mechanical problem.
Yeah, hardware problem. Just after the spoon, I shake my wheel like a crazy to handle the car, and magically it starts to work again. So basically that's it.
All right. So your hardware was giving you a bit of a handicap.
Yeah, in the first part of the race, but it was a very funny, very funny battle with JK. And then I have a few incidents, I think, with Frano and Johnny. I hope that it's all fine with them. We will see what will say the steward. And I don't know if I was able to reach the third position or JK. That's back to the steward, so we will see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. And just lastly, Jake is also here. Jake, you had quite a battle at a certain point with a couple of the other racers. I think with the Redacted and the Rocco.
Yeah, hello boys.
Hello.
So it was an interesting one because from the start the game decided to put me a lap down. So even just trying to figure out, obviously with the manual rolling start, with the position I was meant to be in, everyone was out of whack. Like I had people at the front of the pack that said they were in P20, and the person in front of me said they were P7, and I was P22, and I had no idea what was going on. But I was told by the people around me that I was in the right place. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore everything, ignore my delta, and just drive. So I just basically blanked out the blue flags. But it got quite interesting towards the end as I started to lap slower cars. I don't know if I think you might have just about caught it on the stream with Paddy. I don't think he quite realised that I was not a blue flag because the game was telling him that I was the position behind him.
I was watching that and I was thinking, oh, he's going to have to make this move like a legit one because Paddy doesn't realize this.
Yeah, so luckily there was a big enough pace differential between me and Paddy that it was pretty much just 2 corners to get him.
Can I ask about something here? Jake, did you have crew chief on telling you about blue flags constantly?
Yes.
Oh my god, that must have been a nightmare.
It wasn't fun. But it was quite, for the whole first stint when I think it was like 4 of us battling for P9, me, Nessie, and 2 others. I think Redacted was in there. I'm not sure if it was Mara at that point, but the whole time it was like, blue flag, let the car behind. I was like, oh my god, just shut up. But in the end,
you can't turn it off, of course, but not
Nessie
during the race.
Pitted the lap before me, and I was like, I don't really want to pit yet because it's only like 26 minutes to go. I wanted to pit at like 20. And then my teammate pitted and told me over the radio that the tires were like just incredibly different, like incredibly good. So I decided to pit, and then somehow came up about 4 seconds ahead of him in the pit lane, but still 4 seconds behind Mara and Redacted. But I'd saved up 12 uses of boost for the last 25 minutes. So every time it was available, I was boosting. And I caught them just about at the end. I did actually overtake Redacted on the second to last lap, but on the very last lap he got me back. So good fights from them. GG's.
Yeah, no, I think we did see that
from the. Sorry, Guido.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying we did see that good battle at the end there.
Yeah, there was a few moments, I think, mostly from the second half of the stream, that you came up a bit more often, including the other guys.
It was always tricky. It was always tricky jumping on board to Jake, trying to figure out what position he was actually in.
Yeah. It was also tricky for us, Jake. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. It'd be even more fun for Jim now because he's got to go through all the results and then move everyone down one who's behind me.
Yeah. I'm sure that will be fine.
I mean, it broke for quali as well. Like my quali, it said on Jim's that I was P14, I think, but on my stream and on the Just Race results, it said P10. So I don't know what's going on with the game today.
Strange stuff.
Weird. All right. Any other interesting moments or stories or things that are worth telling right here, right now?
Well, we can probably just congratulate everyone and then call it a day.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So well done, guys.
All of you had fun.
Especially Statue with that win
there.
It
was fun to commentate on the race.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Have a good one, guys.
Yes, thank you. You too.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right,
man. Thanks heaps for the help. That was awesome.
Yeah, I had fun.
I think it's a bit better to watch when you've got a couple of people chatting as well.
I guess so. I hope so. We got a few